out of this exhibition, or out of the work, I went to write a piece about James Bond called The Other Bond, because I've always wondered if there was a black James Bond, right? Even how his music was gonna be like, and what his attitude will be. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce performer, comedian Jimmy James Jones as The Other Bond.
Can you hear me? Okay, is that okay? If I'm gonna be doing like 2 different characters because that's what it says for me to do here. So if just we'll work together and we'll get this right. Is that cool? Thank you. Okay. It's James Bond, black version. It's the first time I'm here. That's nice.
Just get over it.
Okay. Right. Shall I use the microphone? Can you hear me okay? You can hear me alright. Use the mic? Okay. Listen, right. This is The Other James, written by Yao. It's about an agent, special agent. He's just a little bit different to a normal agent. Okay. Listen. Have you ever been in an interview where it's like everybody there kind of wants you dead? No? No? Okay. Because that's how the interview for this job started. I've been writing to them for ages, okay? Sending photos with, with the proper poses, the proper poses, like spy poses, And me doing dangerous stuff like, jumping off buildings for no apparent reason at all. But the only reply I got was the usual, sort of rubbish, we are not at present looking for anybody with your skills. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go there myself. Okay, maybe some jealous ex has been binning my letters, but once you get to see all of this. Okay, at first, at first they wouldn't even let me pass the gate, so eventually, when I got in, they started asking me stupid questions, like, how did you manage to even break into MI6? And I was like, dude, I'm hardly going to tell you that, okay? This is national security. So the 6 guys tried to reach for their guns, and I was like, dude, I'm not an idiot, okay? I've already got your guns. They're in my rucksack, just in case you're thinking of killing me or something stupid. And just in case you're trying to martial arts starts, I'm just going to kick you in the jewels. And then M walks in, so now I'm going to be M. She walks in looking just like... Oh wait, no. She walks in looking just like my old head teacher. And she says to me, so it's you all the fuss is about. And I'm thinking, wow, this is proper spy stuff. And she says to me, please give the boys their guns back. And I'm like, no, okay, but if you can give me a word that you're not going to try anything funny. So I gave them the guns. And I said, listen guys, no offense, okay, be good. And she says, so why are you here? And I said, I want a job. And she says, so you break into MI6 so you can get a job as a... I'm like, a spy, innit? I mean, I've been writing to you for like 6 years. Okay, I've been sending you photos and stuff, and nobody even bothers to reply. And then the guy at the front desk, a right snooty bunch if you ask me, okay, they won't even talk to you. You know what I mean? There's something institutional going on. With all due respect, oh no, sorry, it's her. With all due respect, Addy, when you first wrote to us, you were just 14. You don't think we were going to be free that young, did you? I was like, man, that was ages ago. Look, no offense, and I think you should have. I mean, come on. I mean, 17-year-olds have more intel on the riots than your mates at Scotland Yard have. No offense, I'm just saying. I said, but anyway, is this part of my interview? And she says, well, maybe. And I said, okay, sorry, do I call you ma'am or M? And she said, what do you think, Addy? I said, no, ma'am, my name is James. James Adibondo. No, okay, you did that. Only my mum calls me Addy. And she said, oh dear, James. Another James. So what do you know about spying? I said, well, I get to drive an Aston Martin or a Jag or something, and occasionally I have to seduce some fit babe, then get some secrets of them, you know what I mean? I see. So that's what you think spies do? And I said, there's the shooting and the easy stuff like, disarming nuclear missiles and hacking into enemy computers and stuff. I mean, I can do all that, no problem. I have the highest score on Call of Duty, Assassins and Halo. You should see me on GTX 6, dude. Or 5, GTA 5. 6, 8, 9. No, I mean, 5, you know, no, oh my god. And you can handle a real gun? No comment, ma'am. So why should we hire you? Well, ma'am, with no disrespect to these Muppets over here, no offence, guys, the world is getting smaller, okay? I mean, if there's a problem in Nigeria or the Caribbean or even South London, it's not like they will fit in, okay? By the time they sort out their fashion sense and learn swagger, there'll be a national disaster. I see. So how did you even get in here? I said, listen, you know, I cannot tell you, ma'am, it's official secrets act. But if I was working for you, then I will have to. Why not? You have a point. The printout on you says you don't have to give any notice because you kind of got fired from your last job. Why were you fired? Managerial dispute. Wasn't the dispute the fact that you were involved with the manager's daughter, who was also a member of staff? No fraternization policy. Big words, dude. Yeah, well, he said I was going to get her into trouble. I sort of disputed that, you know? Okay, follow me. If we decide against my better judgment to take you on board, you'll need some training. How good are you with a gun? I don't want to brag or anything, but... so we all go into this room, right? Things are floating around and stuff like science fiction. Pick any gun, she says. Choose any target and let's see how you hit it. You know, so I turned into one of those boys, you know. I said, can I borrow your Glock? He's like, how do you know my name? So I sort of had to apologise and give him back his wallet. She says to me, Ade, we don't encourage that sort of thing here. I said, look, I just wanted some intel. You know, I took it when I gave him his gun back. You following me, you guys? Yeah. Okay, good. She says, I am impressed. When you're ready. So, I aimed and I pulled the trigger 6 times, you know, just like in Matrix. Okay? She said, oh, not bad. 6 shots, 5 hits, not bad at all. I said, no, ma'am, I hit all my 6 targets. She said, no, I can only see 5. I said, yes, ma'am, but if you look closer, there's a fly at the back of the room who would never be able to have children. I shut off his... She says, I see. So you live with your mum? I said, yep. And she says, if I were to make you an agent, do you think that could be dangerous? I said, look, man, I know at times my mum has a terrible temper, okay? So if anybody breaks into our house, I can't be responsible for anything she does to them. You don't know my mum. She says, and your dad? And I said, he better be a spy in deep cover, because if she finds him, none of this lot will be able to protect him. She says, I see. Come in tomorrow and get measured for a suit. Use the front entrance this time, James. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Will do. Yes, ma'am. She said, I'll be glad to have you on the side of the law. Thanks, ma'am. Please change your path. I said, thanks, ma'am. Please change your path when it's too obvious. And I don't work Sundays. She says, meaning? I said, I have to be in church, otherwise my mum will kill me. And she says, so if the world needs saving? Oh, no, too much. Well, I suppose if you have to write me a slip for my mum and my pastor, and then maybe. And that's all. Thank you for listening. Cheers.